Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review of my Peloton spinning bike. And I want to give you just kind of an in-depth talk and chat about why I bought the bike, what it does, and how I've kind of benefited from the bike. A lot of those of you who follow me on Instagram know that I like to get on my bike a few times a week. It's just the most therapeutic session that I have in the day, and just time to clear my mind and just bike. So back in January, I started taking up cycle bar classes, and for those of you who aren't familiar with the cycle bar, it's very similar to Soul Cycle, just very intense group cycling, and honestly I love it. It is thrilling, and it's just nice to be in such a high energy place, but I like solitude. I like to be by myself, and when I'm working out, I think I just like to have that just like me moment. So the minute I saw the Peloton bike, I was like, this could be something for me, but I was still very hesitant. But then when I really sat down and did the cost breakdown, it actually was cheaper for me to get the bike over time than it was for me to get a cycle bar membership. So I got the bike. I think it was delivered at the end of February. And wow, I'm obsessed. It was a really good decision. I do not regret it in any way, shape, or form. I love that bike, and every day I think I love it more because I just discover something else that it can offer me. So I thought, how cool. Let me share this experience with my subscribers. So, some things to know about the bike. The power button is at the top of the back of the screen, and you just hold it down, and when you see the white P show up on the black screen, it's ready to go, and immediately will ask you to make your profile. And what I really like about this is that it actually can connect your profile to your Facebook, so you can log in using your Facebook. It doesn't post anything to your Facebook or anything like that, but it's just an easy way to log in. And you can look for your friends on Facebook who have the Peloton bike, and you can add them as your friend on the bike. And it's really cool because you guys can do rides together and you can high five one another. But I'll talk about that a little bit more later. And so you can do your profile, customize your stats, obviously, have a profile picture, and it's just a cool way for people to find you in the Peloton community. And then of course it logs all your workout history, so all of the classes you've taken, whether they be spinning or running or yoga, it gets logged here, and all of your stats associated with those workouts. Another cool thing is that you get achievements throughout your journey on the bike. So, for example, I recently just completed the July cycling challenge, and that was the July Peloton challenge, and that was to use the Peloton bike or your Peloton app every day in some way in the month of July. And so I got on the bike every day. That was my challenge, was like, I need to get the best use or the most use out of this bike. So I'm going to pledge to myself to get on the bike every day in the month of July, and I did it. It felt so good at the end too. Like, it felt so good. I just felt light. Things fit a little bit better. And overall, I was just happy because I love getting on my bike, and whenever I have time to get on it, I really enjoy it. And then, of course, when you actually start a ride. So the cool thing now is like all of the classes are organized by length, instructor, all of that cool stuff. And so when you actually enter into the ride, at the bottom there, the bike is going to be calculating your output, how far you cycled, your calories, and you can even do your heart rate if you connect your bike with a heart rate monitor. So those are the functions that happen within the workout. Another really cool thing is that you can connect your Spotify or Apple Music to this bike. So whenever a song comes on that you really like, you can heart it, and then it will download itself into a Peloton music folder in your Apple Music, which I love because all my songs that I've loved while riding. I've kind of had it all one big folder. Super convenient. And then, let's see here. Featured rides and Peloton programs. One really cool thing was I did a ride with Cam Newton, football player. I'm sorry, I'm not all that versed on football, but I believe that's his name. And he did the ride with us and my favorite instructor, Alex. And it was really cool. So, moving on. Bookmark rides. So, as you're browsing the app to look for rides, you can bookmark them. So, if you're like, ooh, that looks fun. You know, maybe you already did a ride that day and you're looking for a ride for tomorrow, you can bookmark it and it will automatically just filter everything into a folder for you to access at any time easily. There are so many on-demand rides, but one of the really cool things is that there are live rides too. And so you can look at the schedule and you can try to find when a live ride that tickles your fancy matches with your schedule, because you can do the ride in real time, which I love that, because you are literally working out with thousands of people across the world, which is amazing. Okay, so moving forward, like I said earlier, there's so many different types of classes you can do with the Peloton. It's not just the bike. You have access to all their running classes, yoga, strength, I think I just saw like mediation. They have like mediation classes on there now. So there's so many different classes that you can do. It's not just the biking. And also the bike does have the option for you to buy weights with it. So I have the 3-pound weights attached to the back of my bike. You could always do maybe a little heavier, maybe 5 pounds. I wouldn't recommend too much higher on the bike though. But that's really cool because they're right there, and so you can just easily grab them when it's time to pull them out for class. And another really cool feature is you can closed caption the classes in case for any reason you need to have the volume down. You can hit the closed caption option and you can see what the instructors are telling you to do on the screen. So now we're going to switch gears just a little bit to talk about how you can look up classes. Like I said, you can filter them. And one really important thing to remember is that you can filter them by instructor. Over time, you do kind of like you tend to have favorite instructors who you like riding with. My top 2 favorite instructors are Alex Toussaint and Miss Allie Love, and I just love their energy and their vibe, and they're also very, very, very fit and talented, and they just do a great job at keeping you motivated and upbeat. And so I tend to filter out my classes and look for their rides, but there are so many instructors, all of different styles, different music tastes, and there's so many different ways for you to look up rides that you can identify with. Like I said, they do monthly challenges, and lately I've been joining each month. So the month of July I did the 30 days in a row. This month I'm doing, I believe it's at least 150 miles on the bike and at least 15 days on the bike this month. So I'm trying to reach those goals. Some other cool things that you can do is you can do scenic rides. So you can literally just pick a geographical location and you literally can ride through that location. What I like to do is hop on the bike, do a scenic ride, turn the music of the Peloton down and blast my own music and just kind of go ham. Because sometimes you just need your own playlist to really energize you and get you going. And for me, what energizes me is Afrobeat. So that's just something that's not available on the bike yet, but sometimes it's nice to just mute it, blast my Afrobeat and ride, and I'm just in my zone at that point. As you can see, I get kind of excited, so let me calm down. Okay, moving on. Okay, and then obviously the social aspect of it is fun too, because like I said, it's a huge community of people coming together, motivating each other through digital high fives. You can add friends on your Peloton profile. You can join challenges with people. I'm a part of a few Facebook groups in which we motivate each other every day. We do challenges on our Apple Watches, and it just keeps us going and just kind of like keeps us using the bike and connecting with others. So, and then of course, you can always see your stats. And so I'm showing you guys my stats after my July challenge. And so my 30-day stats are 35 workouts, 15 hours and 40 minutes total of riding, 249.6 miles of riding, 8,935 total calories, and an average output of 101 watts, 73 total workouts, with 70 of those being cycles, and 3 strength workouts. So there you have it. And this bike, honestly, I think that July challenge really re-energized me and got me excited about it. But yeah, I love spinning. It's just something, the very first time I did it, I just immediately fell in love. And so spinning obviously isn't going to be for everyone. A lot of people say, when they get on the bike, their booty hurts, and that makes perfect sense, because it does. But after a few times of riding it, you get used to it, and then eventually the pain goes away. But not everybody is into that. And so, you got to try to see if it's your jam or not. One thing that Peloton does that I really like is that if you have a Peloton showroom nearby, you have the opportunity to schedule a session to ride the bike like you would normally any other workout session. You can go in, they'll give you shoes, you click into the bike and you do a workout. And you see if you like it, if it's for you, and if you do, you can place an order. And I love that because it's really giving people a chance to understand what it is they're purchasing before they do. Okay, so the cost of the bike, roughly, I'm just going off the top of my head here, but I think my total cost ended up being like $2,200, somewhere between $2,200 and $2,400 because of the shipping. But the cool thing is you can do a payment plan. So I'm on a payment plan because I'm just not ready to drop that kind of cash all at once right now. And so I pay $61 a month for my bike. And then to do the actual Peloton membership, the actual subscription to the classes, I believe it's $38. So 61 plus 38 is $99 a month. And whereas the Cycle Bar membership was $129.99. So for me, I was like, I'll save $20. I get to have a bike in my house. It works out pretty great. I don't have to commute to the Cycle Bar every morning. And yeah, so for me, it was worth it. Not everybody will it be worth it, but for me, it was. So that's the bike. I love it overall. 10 out of 10. I'm still learning all the features of it and getting to know all the features. But I will be doing more videos with my bike because I think it's just kind of become part of me, kind of like my fourth family member. I have my husband, my son, and my Peloton bike. So I'll be doing my videos with my Peloton bike, but I want to hear your feedback down below. Let me know if this is something that you guys would be interested in seeing more of. There's so many other things with the bike that we can do. And so if that's something that you guys are interested in, let me know because I'm ready and I'm willing and I'm excited and I have some really cool ideas already. So just let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. I hope you'll be back. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.